What's up, bro? Yeah, I just started. Morning, guys. I just started making something pretty dope, and I was like, you know what? Let me uh, let me cut the camera on for the culture. Sign truly, what's up, bro? What's up, Tyrone? the title, the title. I was just I didn't really like. I didn't really like look at what Jim Jones said about Pusha T or anything like that. I just noticed like when I was scrolling my timeline, there's a couple different people. They were like, "Oh, Jim Jones knew exactly what he was doing. He's got the conversation started, yada yada yada." And I'm just like, bro, like, eh, like, dude, music is in trouble, and the reason why it's not like the marginal talent level of the people creating it or anything like that. It's that people don't care. Like when you get to a point where people are analyzing clickbait and you know what I mean? Like it's a conversation about like rap and skill, and people are commenting on like, oh, Jim Jones' strategy to have people sharing this clip of him on a podcast is it's really good strategy. Like Jim Jones is a musician, bro. Jim Jones is a rapper. Like he's a touring artist, and you're talking about his clickbait prowess. That's just corny, bro. That's just super corny. Update available for halftime. What do we need to update for halftime? I don't think I need an update for halftime. He's dropped heat in the past 2 years too. Yeah, bro. Like that last project he did with Mano was good. The last song he did with Mano was even like Mano's last song where he's talking shit about Troy Ave, bro. Like like they're still making good music. And people are like, oh, but his clickbait is so awesome. He's still mad about the L that he took, maybe, but he didn't take an L to Pusha T. Pusha T didn't have nothing to do with them, not having good sound or chemistry when they performed. You know that ain't had nothing to do with Pusha. Let us know if the update is good or not on halftime. Let's see. I mean, I don't even halftime. 1.7. New what they do? They did. Oh, this is a new update. This just came out. Silicon support for Pro Tools and 32-bit no longer supported. Oh, okay. So they just gave AAX support. Good for them. I just signed up for Tidal to see what this hi-fi is about. I like the way that they do the credits. Yeah, Tidal's dope. I don't understand, like, I don't understand people's resistance to Tidal. Like, Tidal is dope. Okay. Okay. I kind of like this so far. I kind of like it. ACMP, how do you take quantize off of the quantize off a drum in Studio One? I don't understand that question. Um, if you mean how do you take off input quantize, it's right up here. So this is if this is turned on, it's and you record, it's gonna snap your MIDI to whatever you have set. So if you got it on 8th notes or 16th notes, it'll quantize to whatever. If you take this off, it'll just record at whatever your interface latency is. Ah, the Bass Dragon. Let's see if we got any reviews for the Bass Dragon. I'm over here making samples, and y'all want to see the Bass Dragon. The fucking Bass Dragon. Let's see what fucking cornballs this dude paid.
Unison has done it again. They just dropped a new.
You don't believe this. I know you don't believe this. I know you don't believe this, Jay. You got a whole MPC. I know you don't believe what you're about to say.
Plugin called Bass Dragon, which is just an AI generator for bass lines, and they were kind enough to send me a copy so you can watch this video.
I hope they sent you $1,000 too for this bullshit, bro.
And see if it's worth buying for you. If you decide to get it, I would appreciate if you use my affiliate link in the description. It will help support the channel. And before we get into this video, I know a lot of producers are biased towards AI.
Oh, they gave him an affiliate link. He didn't even get no money. He got the affiliate link, bro. The Unison haters are very quiet. I never understood. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
AI and just have this negative outlook, but I encourage you to always think
it's not AI. It's not AI, bro. This is just a MIDI randomizer. Bro, we're just, oh my god, everything is just gonna be AI now. That's not what AI is. I fucking hate it here, bro. This is why music producer YouTube sucks, bro, because it's just you get an email from a company, they offer you a fucking free plugin, and then you make a video.
And have a positive attitude, because not only is it going to help you be more creative, but also just more efficient in your business. So let's just jump right into it.
I like how he says his business, bro. Like like this shit ain't going. Oh my god. Let's hear this let's hear this dope shit.
So let's just pull up Bass Dragon. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. You got your genre, and you can pick between like 30 different genres that they have right here of like different bass lines in each genre. You can pick the key of the track. What you're looking at right here is called a circle of fifths if you're new to producing or just new to music theory. You have the major keys at the top, and you
Jaren, this is your fault. You fucking made me pull this up. This is your fault. Now I was making a beautiful fucking R&B sample, and then you were like, "Let's look at Bass Dragon," and now you got me fucking, you know what I mean, skewering this young man's channel. I don't even know him, bro, and now you got me. You asked for this.
Notes as C major, all white notes, and so on and so forth. And then you can pick the bar length, 4 bars or 8 bars, which is cool. Out of random
percent of the time, we scrap that whole initial.
I don't want to see your face. I do not want to see your face, bro. That's hard. Can't wait to make a beat with that. Let's go. Yeah. They put the if you want it, you can get it. Let me know. They got the Ozzy Osbourne in there.
House vibe, future bass.
Let's go. They put the Ozzy Osbourne in there. Oh, that shit's hard. This is a mellow trap. this is mellow trap, bro.
And it's so crazy. They even add the effects for you. And also you have the effects chain right here as well. So you can see they have the mango, bit crush, phase, echo, and space, and your ADSR. So you can mess with that and get very unique with it. I know for some of you producers out there, your head is probably on fire right now. Like, why would I want to use a plugin like this when pretty much they're doing what I would have done, which is just use the bass notes within your chord progression.
Yeah. That's exactly it. That's exactly it, bro. And you're thinking about it too. You're like, yo, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. This plugin is so fucking stupid. I am way more talented than the need to use this plugin. I know how to make bass lines. How can I make this? How can I make myself, look like I'm actually talking about this? Let's let's see how he puts this together, bro. Because this is a struggle, dude. This is a fucking struggle.
Use the bass notes within your chord progression and just make your pattern from there. And that's valid. But for someone that is new to certain genres, this can help you. Don't just use AI to be lazy.
So basically my man is in a conflict right now. He's trying to be nice and saying like, listen, I don't need this shit. I obviously know how to make music. However, the rest of you losers that don't know how to follow a drum pattern and a chord, you're gonna need this, bro. Like this is so bad. Like, bro, if you're gonna do this kind of content, lean in, bro. Pretend that you don't know how to make beats and just act like this is so amazing. Like bro, because you know what I think happened? Bro, that's right. He sneaked this and you don't know. Let me see if they got the old ones. Yeah, you know what it is? That original crop of content creators who did the Drum Monkey. I'll never let you guys forget Drum Monkey, bro. Like, but the guys, that original crop that did Drum Monkey and did the chord packs and stuff, they're distancing themselves from that, and those were like more seasoned content creators. So now you got these guys, and they're just not a good they're just not a good at pumping the hype. Let's see here. We got a live review here. Let's see what this guy says. It's 58 minutes. I'm sorry, my brother. I ain't watching 58 minutes. This bullshit. But my boy is on Studio One. So we gotta support, right? We gotta support Peter.
All these effects. So that's all pretty cool.
Yeah, none of that is pretty cool. Sorry, Pete. Studio One gang, though.
Beast Dragon.
Hey, my guy. I think I'm gonna like this one. I can already tell, bro. This is like, bro, look at my boy right here. Yo, subscribed. Subscribe, bro. You said he looked like he missed the ice cream truck, bro. Bro, he just looked. He just looked like he just went through his girl's phone, bro.
Give me a break.
It's John T, boy.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy John T. Welcome back to the channel. I am back with a new video and Yeah, guys, so in case you haven't noticed, Unison Audio has released Bass Dragon, which is a
My boy got the dumbbells in the room, so he's up early in the morning getting those curls in, getting ready to tear apart Unison with his bare hands. I fuck with it.
AI bass plugin that's supposed to help you come up with some bass lines, some 808s. And I'm not the best musician here, nor do I have any type of great understanding when it comes to music theory. But coming up with bass lines and 808 shouldn't be that hard.
Bro, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I think the worst thing about the Unison plugins is they solve problems that don't exist for people who make beats. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what the people who endorse their products and the people who are like, I don't understand, why do you don't like the Unison stuff? Like, Unison don't solve no problems that people that make beats have. You know what I mean? It's people who don't make beats that that are like, yo, this shit's dope. Like, if you make beats, bro, you don't need no help coming up with a trap drum pattern or a hip hop drum pattern or a 4 on the floor dance pattern. Like, you don't need no help doing that. We all know how to do that, bro. You know? Naldo says, I've seen more bad reviews than good ones on Unison. It's bizarre how they exist. Unison is amazing at copywriting, bro. That's how they exist. That's how Unison exists, bro. Unison is amazing at copywriting. There is, I tell you guys this all the time, and maybe because you're not this type of person, you don't believe me, but there is a type of person who this form of copywriting works with, like it, and it's the reason why you see these long scroll formats, because of psychology, right? Like through social media that what people enjoy is the infinite scroll. So the first thing that they do is they give you a damn near infinite scroll to get you locked in to seeing the colors of the product, the logo of the product. It's the reason why they use like non-threatening cartoons to tap in with your inner child. Like, that's the reason why the drum monkey was a monkey. You know what I mean? Like, it's the whole thing. You know, they show you a bunch of examples to show you, oh my God, there's so much content in this thing. You know what I mean? On top of it, here's some social proof. You know, on top of it, here's a fucking discount. On top of it, here's some extra stuff stuff, dude. Like, they want you to pay $30 for 8 months or one single payment of $200 to get some terrible bass lines and it's like, bro, I bet there's people like I bet there's people who have a cracked copy of Trillion that paid money for this. You know? I'll bet you. Dude, listen to these bass lines, bro. R&B, let's see. That's an R&B bass line with an 808. I was so disappointed when Bolo endorsed the Unison Midi pack. Nah, that wasn't embarrassing. You guys let Av was wrong about the Unison Midi pack, bro. Like, he jumped out the window too fast. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. The Unison Midi like the Unison Midi blueprint that had all them genres. I made thousands of dollars off of that, bro. Thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, tens of thousands of dollars. Not like $10,000 either. Like, bro, Av McCree is a friend. You know what I mean? I fuck with Av, and I respect the shit out of everything he does, but he jumped out the window too fast on Unison. That's nothing that I've ever said on my channel or anything like that, because it's not important. But really, yeah, no, he definitely did. Av's thing was like, yo, they're selling a MIDI pack for $60 that somebody else is giving away for free on a website, right? That was Av's beef. And his beef was that you could take this MIDI pack, right? And then it wound up and then the Unison MIDI pack wound up being free. But that isn't what people were buying. You know what I mean? He conflated two things, right? So that Unison MIDI pack, it had a price, but it was always given away for free as like a MacGuffin to get you in the funnel to buy one of the genre specific packs or to get the MIDI blueprint, which was all of the genre specific MIDI packs. Okay? And that's the part that none of you guys understood and nobody bothered to correct him on, because it's Unison is corny anyway. You know what I mean? So there's no reason to cape for Unison. Like, I never like thought to be like, hey, let me call up Av and see if he's considered it from this perspective, because fucking it's better to have him out here riding out on Unison than it is for, you know, it to get corrected. But it's completely disgusting what they tried to do to his channel. You know, and that's why I'll always make special time out of my day to fucking clown on this, because it's trash. You guys that use it are trash. Like, you can't make a bass line. Like, dude, look at this bass line, bro. Bum bump, bum bump, bum bump, bum bum bump. Yeah, I got the MIDI pack in Milo's. It's a lot of MIDI that you can rearrange into thousands more. It's like a MIDI tool. Milo's MIDI pack is ass, bro. That shit is, you can't use that. So the blueprint is good to get? Yeah. Bro, if they wanted me to make a video about the MIDI blueprint, I made so many samples with the MIDI blueprint. MJ is so wrong. Says making bass lines is fun. Why would you want to do this? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have anxiety when you're making beats. But I don't even know where the MIDI blueprint is because I stopped using it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Unison MIDI blueprint. This thing is raw as fuck, bro. Look. Look at all these chord progressions, right? So what they did, like if you wanted to be a dick and criticize them, you could say that like, oh, they just transposed all of these chords into different keys and, you know, claim that there's thousands of chord progressions. And like, yeah, that's fine. You could say that. But what you can also do is fucking is fucking, you know, I remember I was using a lot of these when I was doing like the spicy Sunday loops. And yeah, I seen easy keys too. When I was doing spicy Sunday loops, and I remember when I got into this fucking gospel bag for a couple of them, dude. I had fucking so many emails from old heads like, "Yo, this is the samples that you need to be making, bro. You gotta, bro." They were loving the gospel progressions. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know that progression. I didn't know nothing about that. The shit was fucking super easy to get to. And I made like when I was doing like primarily sample pack sales on my site, that shit was all that shit was all fucking Unison MIDI, and people were eating it up, bro. People were eating it up because because it's fucking, because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm fucking dope. Do you know what I mean? Undisputed. Like I'm dope and I am talented and I have good taste. So I can take a chord progression and I could sound design to it and I can create a rhythm, you know what I mean? And I can give it a theme and I can make it feel like something, you know? I don't need a lot of help past like what are the chords that get me in that realm, you know. But the problem is a lot of people who buy MIDI, and I see it because I get the customer service emails because I sell MIDI, right? Like there's this type of customer who buys a MIDI product and they believe that just using that MIDI is going to make their stuff sound like what they're trying to imitate, and they don't have any appreciation for that. Like, yo, you have to voice these correctly, you have to put them on the correct instruments, you need to understand that those low notes need to be on a bass instrument, those high notes need to be on a lead instrument, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to actually be dope to be able to look at a chord progression or look at MIDI and be like, oh, okay, you know, this is what I'm, you know, this is what I'm gonna use. You know, you gotta actually be able to do stuff. None of this shit is gonna do it for you. I could have swore CMP was on the fuck Unison chord pack wagon. No, bro. I've always been like, bro, if to be honest with you, it's not important. I made a lot of money off that pack. And I didn't hack it. I bought it. I think I paid I think I paid the $297 for this because their copy is amazing, right? I'm telling you, that's how I wound up buying this. The copy is amazing. I was looking at it. I was like, man, I could feed these chords into, into easy keys and then use these chords and then use the play styles from easy keys, yada yada yada, shit like that. And I did, and then I would do that and then resample the shit, chop it and then put other layers underneath it, because back during this time I was in a place where I was like, just trying to get just trying to make as many samples as I possibly could, you know. And it's very similar to what I wanted to do. But what this wound up doing for me, because it all depends on what type of person you are. I mean, you guys know, like, I'm industrious. I'm gonna get some fucking money. You know what I mean? Like, that's just gonna happen. I'm just not gonna be doing something where I'm spending, you know, 4 hours a night, 5 hours a night after I get home. After I get home doing, I do have quarter presets to, as a matter of fact, but I'm not just gonna be, I'm just not gonna be, working hard on something and not get paid, instead around blaming everybody else because I'm not getting no money. That's not how my family raised me. So, um, I took everything I didn't like about Unison Midi Blueprint and started this place where you could come here now, right? And we could go and get the chords, because the problem with Unison Midi Blueprint is the problem with the problem with Midi Unison, the Unison Midi Blueprint, is they're not like taking the songs that, we want to reverse engineer the songs, right? Like, that's what happens when you're actually tapped in with the culture. You have an understanding of what people want. So that I know that like, oh, okay, so then you're gonna get these Don Oliver chords, you're gonna get these Trippie Redd chords, you're gonna get these scissor chords. You know what I mean? You're gonna get more scissor chords. You're gonna get these Brent Faiyaz chords. Like, we can get these NBA YoungBoy chords. These are the chords that we want. These are the chords that we're gonna use. And now, the reason why I don't gotta use, Unison Midi Blueprint is because, like, I have an actual much better, more culturally relevant music, Midi Blueprint available to me at any time. You know, it's all right here. And that's what I wanted to build. I wanted to say, like, all right, from now on, I want to work with stuff that's mine. So, like, as I sit here and make this sample, I'm gonna use a chord progression that comes from a pack that Shane made. I'm gonna use presets that come from a pack that McCrazy made. I'm gonna use Portal presets that came from a pack that McCrazy made. And then when I put the drums on it, I'm gonna be using drums from Industry Slap, which is a drum kit that I made. You know. I paid the $300 for the Unison MIDI pack. I didn't steal it, and I made fucking that money back 1,000 times over. Clouds, that's what's up. Yo. Keyflow, stop doing math, bro. You gonna have people looking at the bottom of their emails, knocking on my door. Keyflow says, I'm in guitar centering, wondering if I should buy a better bass guitar. That's the wrong place to be wondering that, bro. You better get out of that store, buddy. You gonna have Jaren coming back to his old lady, talk about they gave it to me, they gave it to me. Yo, you guys still gonna you guys still gonna watch me if I make if I make shit that doesn't sound like a killer's coming up behind you? Yo, can bro, you know what I'm on a mission for? I think Keyflow is gonna help me figure this out one day. But I'm on a mission to make modern music with the Whitney Houston piano. Like, Like, I want that to be my next play, bro. Like, I want to make music with the Whitney Houston piano so bad, bro. You guys know what the Whitney Houston piano is? Dude, I want to make, bro. No, no, it's not the DX7. The MK, yeah, the MK20. Shane, did you ever go watch I Want to Dance? Did you like it? Like, I love this sound, bro. Like, this is one of my favorite sounds of all time, bro. You know, like, this just reminds you of riding around in the car with your mom. She's got the like, I don't know. My mom used to play the fucking tunes loud, bro. Just play the tunes loud as fuck in the car. The piano reminds me of mullets. Yes. Yes, bro. Mullets and jerry curls, bro. And shoulder pads. I need arcade. Yeah, bro. Bro, just any Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. So good, bro. So good. Shadows. I think Distant Voices might be the one for this. That's a drill kit, if I ever heard one. No. No. That's better. The hell are we in? Lydian? That's a major mode, ain't it? G. Yeah, it's a major mode.
All you gotta do is all you got it's not too late. I need you. It's not too late. Na, 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 na.
You see it, Key Flow. CMP, do you have any beat tapes out on distribution? No, I never got around to like I have a DistroKid, but I never got around to the whole uploading music to DistroKid. I don't know why. I just never did it. I am way. Oh, somebody take advantage of that. Hybrid keys is good. Yeah, dude, I got off stream yesterday and I felt kind of bad about my NAMM take because I started thinking I was like, damn, dog, like what I said, it could be taken wrong, like not the way that I mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was talking, somebody asked me if I was going to NAMM. I was like, nah, bro. If I go to California, I'm not going inside. I'm not like spending money to go inside of a fucking sales convention, you know. But I get that there is, people who are technology enthusiasts and stuff like that, and like that's what they're enthusiastic is about. And I wasn't like trying to talk bad about people for like wanting to go to NAMM and be at the convention and shit like that. I was just saying like for me, personally, I just prefer like going places and going outside, you know. I don't want to nah stand on that craft. Nah, Ant, cuz bro, like there's people I like that are going to be out there shooting content. I don't mean to make it seem like I'm shooting at people for wanting to go to NAMM, you know. I just couldn't imagine going to California and not spending all of my time like fucking eating carnitas and and going outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit sounds so sterile though, bro. I gotta run this through something because this is a good sample and I want to make a beat with it, but it's just like so flat. And antitrust says all you said was you would prefer something different with your time. If that's offensive, days off. Yeah, no, I listen. That's how I feel in my heart. But like when I think about it, with my mind, I'm like, and I'm used to offending people just by being me, and I don't know, like it's an exhausting way to live. I get that it's fun for you guys to watch, but it's exhausting for me because like I just want to talk like how everybody else talks, just like say what's in my heart and have conversations with people. But when I do that, but when I do that, I hurt people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucking imagine being like that. Like imagine you can't say what you want because you gonna hurt everybody's feelings, bro. Like this shit sucks, dog. Like this shit is not fun. Let me see here. See if I send this. See if I send this out to the gear if I like it a little bit better. Hey, yo, what happened to... No, what happened to my shit? I think it just needs bass. It definitely needs bass, but it's just I'm telling you, I could hear it. I could hear it in the room. It's not. Hold on, guys. Fuck! Why did I delete that track? Had everything the way it was supposed to be done. There you go. Dude, I fucking love the Saturn plugin, bro. FabFilter is yo, Keyflow. I'm not buying that harmonics plugin anymore. Thank you again for reminding me that all these plugins are the same. Dude, I love that instrument so much. That's all it needed. It just needed some transformers. I just needed some transformers for me. So much instrumentation is just extremely filtered by default today, so the vocal doesn't compete for the space. That's. Oh, we're talking about how Drake, how people who mix Drake ruined music. That's an interesting take. Let me think about that for a second. I don't know what all this extra space that. What happened? What happened to this? Why isn't this in the? Oh my god! This is the best part. This is the best part. What the fuck, bro? Oh, why is this happening to my life? What is it called? Unlink or some shit? Oh, this is trash. Oh, God. Hold on one second. adapting someone's sound costs you creatively as far as your individual development, meaning your own unique style? Well, I mean, I don't think that. I think that your unique style, it comes from your sound selection. You know what I mean? Like your unique style is gonna come from like the instruments that you play. So I think the reason why people don't have unique styles anymore is because they don't pick sounds and stick with it. Like when so like this was a this was on Twitter this week, right? So do a little this week in hip hop for you guys. So you had people were saying that Paper Trail was T.I.'s best album, which is hilarious, but whatever. Right? I get it that not everybody was there throughout the whole journey. But Jim Johnson made in this era, Jim Johnson had a very recognizable style. Where the hell is it? Right. So we got Jim Johnson here. Check this out.
Hey Jim, you know them old sugar daddy, they be tricking, they tell them girls. I said you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Yeah, stacks on deck, Patron on ice. And we can pop bottles all night, baby, you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Yeah, late night sex so wet and so tight. I gas up the jet for you tonight, and baby, you can go wherever you like. I said you can go wherever you like. Yeah. Anytime you want to, pick up the telephone. You know it ain't nothing to drop a couple stacks. You better that got it, you better that better than better man.
Soldier boy, tell him.
Baby, you know that I miss you. I wanna get with you tonight, but I cannot, baby girl, and that's the issue. Girl, you know I miss you.
Listen to the sounds.
On you, want it, you can get it, my dear. $5 million home drop Bentleys, I swear. Yeah, I want your body, need your body. Long as you got me, you won't need nobody.
I just wanna kiss you, but I can't right now, so baby, kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone.
So this is also produced by Jim Johnson. Jim Johnson, what he would do is when he would place his records, you know, because he was getting all of his sounds, you know, off of I think it was a Phantom. And the way that the Phantom works is you load up, you know, sounds. It's got like 16 tracks. You load up the 16 sounds through, you know, it's called like a set or an orchestra or something. You load up your 16 sounds. So what he would do is when he placed a record, he would save that. And then he would go make more beats with those sounds, right? And then, so this particular set, and I know this as a 100% fact. This isn't me guessing. This is Jim Johnson teaching my dog how to make beats, right? So Jim Johnson, it's from Gasoline Greg. Gasoline Greg be in the chat sometimes. Like this is coming straight from Greg. Like so Greg is in the studio with Jim Johnson. He's showing him. He's like, "Yo, make." I think he called it like making bands. Like you have your band, and this is the band that you always go to go and do this. So that's how during this era you knew what a Jim Johnson beat was, because he curated those sounds that sounded good together on that particular keyboard, and then played the fuck out of them, you know, with his own musical talent. Now, how did he learn how to put that shit together? You know, he learned from other synth-based producers, but once he found the sounds that worked for him, he stuck with those sounds, and that's what that's what people don't do, and that's why people don't have sounds. Is because you keep on going to find that fucking preset. Like, yo, where's that 808 that band play uses, or where's that synth that the Metro uses, and they're keeping and they're adding to their bucket of signature sounds, and you're just finding the whack versions of them. So I don't think that fashioning yourself, or how do I get this unlocked, by the way? What's up, AM? How you doing, bro? Oh my god, where is it? Why can't I just want this? I just wanna get along with you. Solve audio part. There it is. Okay. You took my heartbeat from me. This is the sad story. Let's get this in another session. Asaptual. ASAP Rocky. Let's see here. Let's give this the old copy and pasteola. Let's make the fucking loudest beat that we possibly can. How about we do that, huh? You took my heartbeat from me. This is a sad story. Yo, Elliot Wilson is really taking that whole being number 8 on that fucking complex list really hard. My guy is out there acting like goddamn Wale or some shit. Who was number 1? Joe Budden was number 1. I was surprised. I thought for sure they were going to give it to Academics. They probably gave it to Joe Budden just for the fucking, just for the lulz. What would a CMP band be comprised of? I mean, it's my boy. First of all, I have a folder like filled with bands for like different types of vibes. I leverage the Studio One music groups for that stuff. Studio One music groups are brilliant for that. But like right now, this is my band. Like I've made like 15 samples just with these sounds, and I don't even really change the preset when I do this stuff, right? So this is what I use for dark loops. My OB6 when I want to add analog stuff. I use this crystal tapes for like high frequency sounds. So I use this pad for, the pad vibes. I use this one shot to like layer bells. I use this string to just add vibes. Just a little layer. This, just a regular piano. The crazy pad. You guys just heard me use this sound. That's in the R. Like this. I just made the R&B sample with these sounds. This is what's in my band, and I'm not using 16 instruments in every sample. It's just But this is what I do because like this is my sound. This is how I make sounds. This is how I keep. I don't know. This is how my shit is consistent when I'm building out different vibes. Take this, put it on the fucking here. Let's see. G, 2, 3, 5. Go up to C. Get something like this going, right? Stuff some pans in a box. There you go. Let's start with the perk loop. Yo, Nico's MIDI pack is in a folder called "Why Did I Buy This Shite?" So mad, bro. So fucking mad. Let's see here. What are we doing? What are we doing? File. This is tough. I like this. Oh, where's my sub? Preset for the 808. Let me see here. Shit. I gotta rebuild it. All right, so no culture vulture. Remove. Let's get the old distress. Distressor. like the loop better than the chop. Like, what are we doing? Made this beautiful sample. Don't forget your souls involved. $1,600 for the hardware version of a distressor. Is it worth it versus the UA software version? Hardware compressors are always worth it if you've never had one. I think if you're like doing the what's worth it conversation, you need to have experience with a hardware compressor before you can turn into one of these guys that says I can do the same thing with a plugin. Because you can, but it's not by using the same settings. Like hardware compressors and software compressors don't one-to-one. Yeah, I love Saturn. I was gonna buy this. This Fab Filter. Not this soft tube plugin from the Jason Joshua template, because I didn't think that I had anything that could do it. Because it's a really good tool. The harmonics. This tool right here. You do this right here. You could compress the distortion and then it drive it and add different character to it and filter it and shit like that. But Keyflow was so good to remind me that I already had that shit. This right here, this is called Death. This needs like a, oh, I know what it needs. I'm so glad I have this now. Just needs a little bit of this. Going to the Heat game tomorrow? You know I'm going to the Heat game tomorrow. You know I'm going to the Heat game tomorrow. There's no way that I would miss UD's last game. I had the opportunity to go to D Wade's last game, and like my buddy called me up. He was super down. He's like, "Yo, you know, even if you don't got it right now, just come with me, bro. Like we're gonna go to Brooklyn. I'm not gonna be around any Heat fans, bro. Like, just come." And I was like being a good employee. I was like, "Oh man, you know, I got this project at work. I should." And then I fucking missed out on that, and it was an amazing game, bro. Like D Wade scored triple double. The last assist on the triple double was a pass that he passed to Udonis Haslem. UD and D Wade both started the game in a season where they both came off the bench, and it was just it was just awesome. And I was just like, nah, I gotta stick around for this project that I'm working on, when I should have just went and spent the money. So that was the last time. That was the last time in my life that I'm like, yo, I'm gonna miss out on an experience, because, you know, unless it's like family, you know what I mean, or my wife needs me, like, nah, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do, you know. remember what I was telling you guys before? Hold up. Hello, CMP. Have you had the chance to try Bitwig yet? Oh, I've had the chance to try Bitwig. I've just not tried Bitwig. I don't know. I don't like. Listen. I've tried like I like Ableton because of the push. If Ableton, like if I don't have a push, I don't use Ableton, you know. So I don't know. Nothing there is nothing about Bitwig that makes me like, oh man, I want to try Bitwig. But remember what I was telling you guys about? I wonder if there's any. I wonder if there's any premiumization. So what I was telling you guys before about like, you know, there's fucking like 20 million people in the US who make over 250,000 or more, and that's what people are going to start tailoring their strategy to. I didn't fucking know like the actual name of the thing, and I was having this conversation with one of my buddies, and he like reads like Wall Street Journal and everything, and he's fucking. I was explaining. He's like, yeah, you're talking about premiumization. He's like, that's why I pay the $3.99 for the Wall Street Journal, so I sound like I know it. So I sound like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, I get it, you know. But so what I was telling you is this is a real thing, right? March 6, 2023 is the entire economy gentrifying. This is what I was talking about. And yes, it is. How the fuck is Base Dragon here, bro? This is why Base Dragon sells, because they invest the money in doing all of the things that make somebody buy something. They don't just stop at making the product. But this is and we were talking about it, you know what I mean? Cuz I was like so like for my wife's 40th birthday, like she ain't never had like a brand new car or anything. So I said, okay, let's go get a new car. You know, we go get a new car, and I, you know, I mean, I lease her the vehicle, you know, and my thing is, it's like, yo, she don't drive far, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll just get into this lease system, and then every 3 years I could just make sure that my wife has a new car. She takes it somewhere, you know what I'm saying? It's free oil changes. We never have to buy tires, because I'm from, like, when it comes from cars, I'm from like poor people mentality, right? Like, get a small car with little tires that'll run for hundreds of thousands of miles, because because I don't want to pay $1,000 or $1,500, to buy tires, because I don't have money in the bank, and that's gonna fuck up my bills and yada. Like, you guys know, bro. You guys have fucking been through the struggle before. So I say, boom, we're just gonna get into this system. Then the pandemic happens and fucking flips everything on its ear, completely fucked up the market. You know what I mean? And then I'm talking to my buddy. My buddy buys cars, and he's like, before this, like, he's a Jamaican cat. So Beamer this, Beamer that, Beamer this, Beamer that, South Florida, right? Beamer this, Beamer that. His wife, Beamer this, Beamer that. You know what I mean? And they slimmed it down to like driving Hondas now, and we was talking about it, you know, and he bought his house before, before the jump came up and everything. And the point of what I'm saying is, like, we was talking about like what we was gonna do with our cars and how he's gonna figure stuff out. He's like, "Yo, are you gonna buy the car?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna buy the car because I'm not gonna have no $700-800 payment. You know what I mean? To drive something that ain't a luxury car." And I don't know if you guys have looked at vehicles, trying to buy a fucking vehicle in these in these days and times, but it's rough out here, right? And what our generation is coming into contact with, and this is why there's so much hyperbole online about like, oh my god, the dollar is collapsing and our way of life is ending, and like why people are scared is because more and more we're starting to, oh man, hold up one second, that's my old boy, hold up. All right. Yo, my dad is so random. He'll just like pop up out of nowhere. I'll be like, hey, I'm coming over. I'm spending the night. Y'all got plans? But yeah, Shane said they offering 40-year home loans too. But yeah, but dude, our generation for like the first time, you know what I mean? Because we grew up in the era of like money, money, money. Everybody got money for this, cheap that. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Everything was in abundance. Like now, people who are we have to like think more about the shit that we do. Like I tell you what, like before pandemic, like to order Uber Eats, I order Uber Eats. Now anytime, now like the past like 4 times I went to go order Uber Eats, I was like, I'm going to pick this shit up. Cause it was like an extra like $22 on the ticket. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, like $22 is like, no, I'm keeping that $22. You know what I'm saying? So there's like a bigger percentage of people who are who are watching their money now in ways that is significant, and it makes it feel like America's ending, when it's just like, nah, bro, we're reprioritizing what is important. You know what I'm saying? And it's and why it feels like the end of America is that throughout, ever since after World War II, we as a country, no matter your race, have, as far as consumer habits are concerned, have been prioritizing convenience. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one thing that America peddles, is convenience. You know what I'm saying? So now all of these convenient things, convenience and looking good. That's what we sell, convenience and looking good. Now we're looking at, convenience and our vehicles, and we're just like, nah, fuck that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be fine, you know? Because I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I'm 40 years old, bro. Like, I want to go get, the truck that I've always wanted. And then I'm like, dude, I have a company car. Like, why am I gonna go buy another vehicle and have another payment? You know what I'm saying? And that's like basically what we're waking up to, like this whole like great reset. It's not a reset of our government or anything like that. It's a fucking reset of our priorities. We're all coming to terms with that. Yo, for a long time we spent some money on some bullshit. You know what I mean? And we need to, think about this shit differently. But that's what it means for us, right? What it means for these other people, these other people, it means that they're gonna get some fire shit, dude. Like they're about to go nuts, with this premiumization of everything, dude. But don't get too down about it, man. It's just, did you die? Oh no, you can't have the same fucking car that rich people have. Did you die? Shane says mine is paid off and I'm gonna ride it out. Same. Yeah, no. That's what I'm gonna do with my car. I'm gonna just buy it. I was even considering just buying the whole thing. You know what I mean? Keys of Life says anyone saying America is destroyed or ending doesn't know what they're talking about. Yeah, no, that's facts, bro. But the thing is, Keys of Life, is there's a lot of people in America who are, they don't like the government or support the government, so they kind of root for the government to like feel pain and or end. You know what I mean? So they look at all these different clickbait articles and they're just, you know, wishing that it would be the case. That's what a lot of that is about. Oh no, you can't have the same studio as the YouTuber you want to clone, but did you die? Like, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all. I would tell, because this is just me. Like maybe this will relate to some of you guys. Maybe it won't. Right? But like, so there's like, for example, there's this tomato sauce that I really like. It's they sell it in Publix. The restaurant, like Carbone, makes a tomato sauce, right? and so that so they have this carbone tomato sauce, and like normally like so like the way that me and my girl eat it, like I don't know why, but she like makes this like ground turkey, and when she like so like when we mix it with the ground turkey and make the little fake bolognese, like that shit tastes better than when I make it with, you know, like ground beef and sausage and stuff like that. So I don't question it. Like, so turkey bolognese is huge in my house, right? And normally, you know, we do it with the 1 pound of the of the turkey meat, 1 pound of turkey meat, and the sauce, a jar of the sauce. Now, a jar of the sauce is like $9 in Publix. You know, it's like the most expensive tomato sauce on the shelf, but it's also delicious. Like it's amazing. So this week this week for the first time in a long time, I hit that I instead of using the whole jar of tomato sauce with the pound of turkey, I was like, I wonder if I could get by with not Rouse, Carbone. Rouse is ass. So I take half of the tomato sauce, put it on the ground beef or put it on the turkey. I'm like, man, that shit looks a little light, and just like going back into fucking struggle mode, bro. Just like, let me go into the refrigerator, get this chicken broth, put it in there. Let's stretch this sauce out. You know, and I stretched the sauce out with chicken broth, and the shit was fire. You know what I mean? Because I know how to cook. And then I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, man, bro, like I'm blowing like $9, you know, on 4 meals with my wife. But if I cut that shit in half, and I'm just like, I'm like having these thoughts in my kitchen. I'm like, bro, I haven't thought like this since, you know, like since it was hard. You know what I mean? And it's not hard right now, not at all. But it's just like in anticipation of, you know, because you can kind of see like there's gonna be different pain points. Oh man, you guys arguing about the end of the dollar. The dollar's not ending, bro. Like it's not. You gotta you have to like understand more about why the what's it called, the dollar is the world reserve currency. You have to understand what that means, and you have to understand why no other country or group of countries has ever overtaken it before. Like, just like if we like just take the science out of it and take the, because none of us are economists right now, and let's just say CMP being elite, I gotta fight him for disrespecting Rouse. No, what you have to do is you have to try the Carbone. Try the Carbone, and then talk to me about Rouse. Bro, I didn't shit on the sauce. Carbone did. Like, Carbone makes a much better sauce. Like, I used to buy Rouse too, and that shit tastes like that shit tastes like nothing compared to the Carbone, bro. Don Trail says, oh my God, people with lesser money value are trading together. Exactly. So here's the thing, right? So the whole, like, the American dollar is crashing. It all revolves around the premise in that there's a block of the world that doesn't want the US to have primacy, or, you know, I don't know how to say the word, so I'm not going to say it. But they don't want the US to have, you know, all this influence in the economy, right? And these countries in the world economy, and these countries have felt this way for what, 60 years now? So you mean to tell me that it took all of these, you know, advanced countries 60 years to figure out how to tank the US dollar, and they just decided to do it in 2023? Like, that's what you want me to believe? That's without the science, right? That's without actually understanding what it is. America prints money while China has oil and gold. John, do you know who the number one the number one producer of oil is? Do you know? We got to get John out of conspiracy world. We're going to save him. I'm just going to leave this here. Just gonna leave this here, my boy, my guy, my guy. Who's that? Who's that? This ain't it. Where's the fuck? Oh man, I need this.
Show me why one-on-one you can't hold me. If your last name was Hain, only way you can wear me out is stitch my name on your pants. No resident of France, but you swear I'm from Paris. 106 carats, total no, that's per wrist. Trying to compare this, my chain to your chain. I'm like Sprint or Motorola, no service out of your range. You're out of your brains, thinking I'ma shout out your name. You gotta come up with better ways and actions to get your vein. All that pressure you applying, it's time to ease off. Before I hit you from the blind side, taking your sleeves off. As much as we's lost, still hard to please boss. Don't be lying, the crying, suck it up as a loss. Cause your axe is whack, your whole label is whack and matter.
I mean, like this is how you guys can like, if you want to be objective and you really want the information and you stop listening to talking heads on YouTube and you actually go and do the information for yourself. The United States is the largest oil producer in the world. In the world. It is the United States. It is not Saudi Arabia. It is not China. Right? China is the number one importer of energy. They're the number one importer. They buy the most oil. They buy the most oil. They buy the most food. China is a house of cards, right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this beautiful country, right? What do you got when you look at this country? You look at this country, you've got this amazing Eastern Plains area, huge spot that can do nothing that can produce food. Over here, fuck ton of oil. Up around here, fuck ton of oil, bro. Now let's look at China, right? Which Alaska, let's look at China. So what do you got here? What are we doing here in China? What do we got going on? China, you've got a whole bunch of hard to get around places and huge mega population centers, bro. What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing out here? Besides making viruses, bro. What's China doing, bro? All China's doing is stealing IT, bro. Just stealing inventions from the US, stealing inventions from Europe. China's cooked, bro. You know what China has that the United States doesn't have? They got this shit, right? House of Cards, bro. They just build cities. They just build cities and they move no one in the cities. Right? Because what this does is this fools wannabe financial analysts on YouTube into thinking that there's actual production that goes on over here. On top of that, when you actually research what's going on here, the Chinese people, I'm not doing this. Just Google Chinese mortgage crisis, bro. Just Google Chinese mortgage crisis, thug. Just it's the information's out there. John Black says the arrogance of the US. I mean, this isn't arrogance, bro. This is facts. Your first point was that the United States prints money and that China has oil. And then when I showed you where China sits, China makes 4%. 4%. They produce in 2018. They produced 4% of the world's oil, and this was before we fucking hacked shale production. So we actually jumped up to like 24% right now. Like what do you guys like? This is what I got right now. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with.
Hello? Hey! Fuck up.
Motherfuckers don't even know.
My dreams filthy. My moms and pops mix me with Jamaican rum. Be with me, let's do the clap.
For my downfall. Pray and pray for my downfall.
This goes out to cats. Fingers in the ass again. $50 half a min. Daydreaming, fuck around, get wet like semen. Your whole teaming. Be more gone than Freeman. I took the creaming, moved the new place.
Be more gone than Freeman, bro. All of these fucking podcasters bro, these guys have predicted 25 of the last 2 economic crashes, bro. The easiest way to get clicks on your content is to play into people's fears. You know what I'm saying? People want the US, economy to implode because, like, I don't know, bro. Like, you just look at Americans and you're like, bro, fuck Americans. Fucking Americans always talking shit on Twitter, bro. Fucking care. I wish something bad would happen over there, and that's just corny, bro. Stop preying on our downfall. Cause that shit ain't good. That shit ain't good for nobody. Nobody wants that. like geographically, America is in an excellent position because it's got two oceans that border on it, so you can't fucking come over here and invade us, right? It's got the oil to sustain itself. It's got the precious metals to sustain itself. So if ever there was a time where you motherfuckers didn't want to fucking play with us, we could take our ball and go home, bro. We could just take our ball and go home. And you would have to figure out how to fucking feed yourself. You'd have to figure out how to fucking defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that would be that, bro. But the thing is, when it comes to the global economy, the number one thing that America provides is a market. You know what I'm playing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need places, you need somewhere that has 20 million people who can frivolously buy multiple German sports cars, who can frivolously buy multiple Italian sedans, who could frivolously buy, you know what I'm saying, Ferragamo loafers and belts, bro. Our fucking poor people buy Ferragamo belts. You understand what I'm saying? The people like that's what like everybody who's outside the US that's like, yo, I fuck the US, you know what I mean? Like you don't like that's the part that you're missing. Like, we buy everybody's shit. That's the system that it came up with. We buy all China's cheap shit. We buy all the awesome fucking European leather and fucking fashion. You know what I'm saying? Our rappers make it so that normal people want to go and fucking get Balenciaga, you know, and go and provide a market for Gucci to sell flip-flops to babysitters. You know? That's what that like bro, how about because that's what it is, bro. Like, that's what, like, it's not that the dollar is crashing. It's that, you know, we just gonna stop buying y'all shit. You know what I mean? We're gonna make our own shit, and the shit that isn't our own, we're gonna buy from Mexico because we already got NAFTA Part 2, and we're gonna buy from Canada. And we're gonna be like, yo, we're not gonna keep those shipping lanes anymore. So y'all can so when the next Captain Phillips gets picked up by pirates, it's not gonna be the fucking Coast Guard that comes and gets them. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have to figure that shit out. And y'all don't have navies, bro. The United States, China, and Japan does, bro. Like, y'all don't fucking like really pay attention to the world. You just want to talk about it. This is this is from Industry Slap. I use the same drum kit on every stream. It's from Industry Slap Volume 1. This is the kit. This is the kit I use on everything. It's a small kit, but the reason why I made this kit was because I went and got the actual sounds that are like, these are all the most popular sounds from like industry records, because everybody uses the same sounds. So this is like the, yo, I want to fucking sound like an industry record. Let me go and put this kit on, you know? Yo, this is before Chat GPT used to write the fucking. This is the CMP. It's been years since CSP has dropped a drum kit. Oh no, where is it? This is good copy. This is the wait is finally over. Industry Slap is an expertly curated kit designed to get you in the sound of today's hip hop and drill playlist in seconds. Inside the kit are real sounds from the real records that are having real impact today. You will not find folders of 60 kicks that you will not want to use. What you will find is 14 808s, 22 hi-hats, 9 kicks, 12 snares, no fat, all slap. you guys better stop fighting in my chat, bro. Listen, what you guys have to understand, what you guys have to understand, is Tupac Pie and John Black right now. We got Europe versus America. What you have to understand is that a lot of younger people from abroad, even just people from abroad, period, bro. Like they're fucking. The U.S. gets blamed for why the fucking world is the way that it is, bro. Like Europe is fucking pissed off at the United States for fucking around in the fucking Middle East for the past 20 years, and destabilizing countries, and then they have to deal with all of the refugees, and it fucks up the neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Like they have like legitimate gripes. So now that there's like some traction with bricks and stuff, they're like, yeah, finally, fuck those guys, bro. The US fucked up my neighborhood. Now I gotta deal with these weird Muslims, bro. I be in titties and got a limiter on my phone. There you go. You can always you can always tell, like, and this isn't for you, John. This is more for like the people who create the content that gets everybody all riled up. But like when people use the whole like, oh, fiat currency is doomed to fail trope, like my question to them is, why hasn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why hasn't it? Did I look at that site? No, I haven't. I have to though. I'm gonna check it out. Jayon says, so what about, oh, Jayon being sassy. So what about people being forced on the streets right now? What does that mean? People being forced on the streets right now is a correction. It's a symptom of a correction, right? So you have you have you have a situation where our housing market is completely overinflated right now, and it's at a point where it's worse than 2008. And what it was primarily fueled by was companies like BlackRock buying up a whole bunch of properties in neighborhoods all around the United States. And what they did is they bought these houses after the 2020 jump in price, when all of the remote workers were fucking up places like Florida because they were bringing California salaries and paying Florida prices. So all of the Florida real estate sellers then took advantage of that, right? And then started selling houses for like $200,000-$300,000 more than than it even made sense for them to do. So in that market, BlackRock had a whole bunch of money. They fucking bought up a whole bunch of places because they seen, they're like, yo, regular people are not going to be able to afford these houses. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy these houses and rent them to people. But BlackRock isn't going to take an L on, on these properties. So what they're going to do is they want to set the market to charge you a rent that would be similar to the mortgage of the house, even though they fucking own the things anyway and they don't need to do this, right? But they want to get their money back faster. So you got rents that went up, like in Miami. Like, dude, my brother's rent went up $1,000 last year. $1,000. He has a 2-bedroom townhouse in Fort Lauderdale. Not a crazy place. 2-bedroom townhouse, 2 rooms upstairs, couple of bathrooms, living room downstairs, small ass little backyard. There's $3,000. He pays $4,000 now. A lot of people couldn't afford that extra bump, right? So what's happening is the owners of these commercial properties, what they're doing is they're fucking around and finding out. It's what I was showing you guys before. It's the premiumization, right? The fucking the premiumization of the economy, gentrification of the economy. So they're going and they're saying, all right, boom, this is the price to live in the house. This is the price to live in a townhouse. And a lot of people are saying like, okay, no, I can't do it. So I'm gonna have to do something else. Those are the people who are getting pushed onto the street, right? But what's gonna wind up happening, the miscalculation that places like BlackRock made, is they raised the rent in these places so much that the average person, there's no jobs in somewhere like Fort Lauderdale. There's the jobs to prop that up, right? But somewhere up like where I live, there's no jobs to justify that rent. So now these companies are in a position where they're holding on to the properties and they're like, yo, we're not going to sell them because this is going to even out. We're going to get people to pay this rent, and people are just not going to pay it, and they're going to wind up having to sell these properties. And that's when they're going to wind up, doing short sales and shit like that, and people are going to fucking get deals, and, the market will ultimately correct itself, because you just can't do what's happening in the housing market right now to people. Like, they're being too crazy. No, I'm not being sassy. It's what's happening to my family. Who owns your family's house? Is it an independent owner, or is it corporate rental? CMP, it's happening in San Francisco right now. Yeah, dude. Some corporation. Yeah, so that's what's happened. These bro, they're the worst, bro. These corporate places, they're terrible. they're fucking terrible. They're trying to run the numbers up because they're trying to get as much money as they possibly can out of people, and what's gonna wind up happening is they're gonna realize, they're like, oh shit, the people in this area do not make enough money to sustain this shit. The thing that happened, yeah, it's exactly like a smash and grab. The thing that happened last time with the damn housing market was they fucked up the loans. You know what I mean? And the securities, all those securities that they were able to get shorted, and a lot of people made a lot of money off of that shit, right? But this time, it's it's these corporate rentals that are because bro, the bottom should have fell out, right? The only reason, because you'll see it, bro, like if we go on, we just go somewhere where it makes sense, right? I am number one. Like this, like these prices don't really make no sense right now, right? So this is a brand new house in Port St. Lucie, right? It's $460,000. This is it's new construction, so this is either an investor that built this fucking place, or it's corporate owned, right? And they're trying to flip it, but damn near a $500,000 home. So what are you talking about? Like a $3,000 mortgage? And you look at the average salary here is 22 to 57K, right? There isn't like a lot of industry in this town. There isn't a whole fucking bunch of places to work. The place where I live, it used to just be like it used to be like a lot of vacant lots. Like it was built to be the suburbs of West Palm Beach, right? But Sticks Jones says, when I looked at Port St. Lucie in 2015, new construction prices were about 230, right? Yeah, exactly, 230. So, but here's the thing: Port St. Lucie's commute to like Fort Lauderdale is an hour and 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, and Fort Lauderdale has jobs that can get you a $400,000 house all day. You know what I mean? The $500,000 house, Broward County, that's been a thing forever. You can make six figures in Broward County. You can make six figures in Dade County. You could not make six figures in the Treasure Coast. The majority of the people who live up here are construction workers, people who spray for bugs, and people who work at Wawa. You know what I'm saying? And we got some call centers. We do not have this, right? And it's just right now the point that we're at is you have a lot of people in denial. Like these houses, they were selling out in, I mean, they wouldn't even stay under contract, or like before they got built. This shit's been on here for 12 days. It's going to be on here for a year. No one's buying this. Brevard County? Oh, dude, why you want me to go to Brevard County? Brevard County is very similar to it's very similar to the Treasure Coast, but we could go up to Brevard. You want to go to Brevard? You want to go out to Palm Bay? It's the same shit. Same looking houses, same lots. You want to go to Merritt? You want to go to Merritt Island? Ooh, okay. Look at you all knowing stuff. Similar, except this is ass. I don't understand why people buy two stories. Like, you gonna get old one day. You want to climb them stairs? Look at this one, $700,000 for the 1950s mid-century modern ranch style. I know, bro. I know exactly what this house smells like. You going to Texas? I'm not going to Texas. Yo, you ever see them you ever see them things on Instagram where it's like, look what you could get for $350,000 in Texas, and you're like, damn, look at this house, and then you go look it up and it's in a fucking border town, bro. So here's my favorite, right? So that's what they're dealing with there. Let's go down to old let's go down to Broward. Go down to Broward. Let's go to Pompano. Let's go Pompano. Let's go over to Pompano. This is $500,000 in Pompano Beach. Right? This looks alright, right? Built in 1955, which means that, you know, it's probably gonna disappear if you ever get a fucking hurricane, right? So this looks cool, right? Oh, look at this, got a little gravel in here. You know why this has got gravel? Because the grass was dead, and this was the cheaper option, right? Look at this street. Look at this street. Look at this fence. This is the most dangerous neighborhood in Broward County. Look how small this shit is. Bro, bro, when you see these windows, you run. You run. These are not sealed. These windows are not sealed. This house is hot all the time. These windows were designed for when AC hadn't been invented for houses yet. So you would open up all these windows in the summertime. Yeah. And they put you in island, and they're like, here, bro, pay fucking $500,000 to live in the most dangerous neighborhood. This is definitely the stray bullet house. I'm telling you. Right. But it's crazy because there's so much money in the world, bro. Let's go. Let's see here. Right here? You know what this is? This is the real thing. Let me show you the real thing. Shit like this, bro. Shit like this. This is the real thing right here, boss. These are the this is and look at what the difference that they're looking for, where everybody's cutting prices, everybody up on this side raising them. There's no beachfront property in Florida except where I'm about to show you. It's in these places. This is the only place that has like where you can buy like a house and be on the beach. Watch. North County Road. What you know about it? Just the lot, bro. An acre lot. This patch of grass on the ocean cost you $89 million. I'm pretty sure this is Epstein's house. No, this is built in 2018. It just looks like Epstein's house. And this is where you think the rich people live, but that's not even where the rich people live, bro. This is where the rich people live. Let's see if they got anything for us up here in old Jupiter. This is where like Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan live. Oh no. Hold up, wait. You guys need a 16 bedroom, 16 bath building? Anybody need one of these? You know what I'm saying? $13 million for the lot. It's got boat slip. Dude, I worked on like I work on people's houses out here. And dude, I seen one and I'm just like, and this is how you know like everything is set up to jug you, right? You know, like people tell you like work hard, save your money, you'll have money. Like the people who live out here, they have so much money, it's fucking ridiculous. And I was at this one spot, I was like, yo, what did this guy do? And it's like he invented Star 69. So all the people that live up here, it's either you own a business and it's super successful, or you invent something. That's it, bro. Nobody from like working a job and saving their pennies. You know what I'm saying? I turned down a road one time, headed to Orlando, and stumbled across a road with a big ass house, the gated community, old money. Yeah, bro, it'd be like that. Jay-Z's house. Oh yeah, Jay-Z's house in Cali is fucking nuts. California's on a different level of money, bro. Like it's such a different level of money. It's crazy. Just like go to the San Francisco airport. Like if you want to feel like a piece of shit, just go to the San Francisco airport. Like it fucked me up when I went to the San Francisco airport and they got like Amy's as their fast food. You know what I mean? Like you go to the Fort Lauderdale airport and they got like Wendy's breakfast sandwich, you know. Give yourself a stomachache before you go on the plane. You go to San Francisco and they got Amy's organic quesadillas. Get yourself a green juice and hit a trail. But I appreciate you guys tapping in on stream. Love talking about the state of the world. I think that you guys that think that, you know, the United States dollar is gonna be in trouble and all of the Americans are gonna, you know, not gonna be the number one country in the world anymore and all that shit. Like, I just, you know, hope that's really not what you're rooting for, man. Because I wouldn't want that for you guys. But anyway. Keep it simple, don't be basic, and we will see you on the next one.